The Mountain Biker in Me by Shay McCutcheon. That's me riding my bike after I recently bought it in early 2008. I like to ride it anywhere and everywhere. This concept is called free riding, which basically means I can use my bike to either ride cross-country, downhill, or go dirt jumping. Here I'm getting some air off some random jump I found when I went trail riding. That's me riding my bike at what the local riders call the 441 trails because they're located off Highway 441. In this picture I'm riding my bike up a steep dirt embankment, also known as a wall ride in mountain biking terms. You can tell how steep it is by looking at the trees standing straight up in comparison to the way I'm positioned on my bike. That's me competing in my first downhill mountain bike race in Clemson, South Carolina of March 2008. Similar to the previous picture, I am doing a wall ride. However, this is a man-made wall ride in the middle of a race course, which isn't very common. This photo was taken at the very end of the race course, and I had the option of either jumping a 30-foot gap or riding around it. I obviously chose to jump it, which was a wise choice because it was way faster. The jump was a little scary at first because I had never done one so big before, but I got a huge adrenaline rush afterwards. And if you look closely enough, you can see my mother cheering for me in the background. That's me, my brother in the black hoodie, and my friend Bo, who also raced. He was pretty tired after the race, so he decided to lie down and take a nap in the mud. So after winning my first race and having no wrecks in the entire process, I was feeling pretty confident. I was motivated to mountain bike more often and eventually do some collegiate racing for the UGA club team. That's me during my first collegiate race in Johnson City, Tennessee. My first collegiate race didn't go as well as I anticipated, mainly due to the fact that I moved up 2 categories in competition level. In this photo, I'm attempting to pop a wheelie while preparing to ride off of a log drop. This is the same part of the race course, but just a few seconds later. As you can see, I am in midair and preparing to land on the ground. And if you look closely, you can see that I'm wearing a UGA race jersey. Now I am finally landing after jumping off of the log drop. Look closely at my rear tire and my front suspension fork to see how big of an impact the landing was. You can also clearly see Georgia written across my jersey. Now I'm ready to start sprinting down the hill, but unfortunately I wrecked once at the end of each run at the Rock Garden and did not place in the top 10. This is me at my second collegiate race, which was actually the conference championships in Clemson, South Carolina. After not having a good performance at my first race, I decided to move down from the A class to the B class, with A meaning expert and B meaning intermediate. In this photo I'm doing a road gap jump, which was a lot of fun. Here is a higher quality picture of the same road gap during the race. As you can see, I got some pretty big air. I didn't wear as much padding or protective gear for this race, mainly because it was so hot and there weren't as many rocks that I could potentially fall on. I eventually ended up getting third in the B race category, and my race time would have placed me in the top 10 for the A race category. So after having a disappointing race season and not qualifying for nationals, I decided I would train all summer long to return for a fall 2009 even stronger. Unfortunately, tragedy struck. I tore my Achilles tendon just 2 weeks into the summer. Training was going well, but I had a freak running accident that had to postpone my mountain bike racing goals. This photo was taken just 2 weeks after my surgery. It required 20 staples and 12 stitches to sew my leg back up. However, the road to recovery is going well, although it is a long one. I'm finally able to ride my bike to class again, but no mountain biking for a few more months. I hope to come back even stronger for the fall 2010 race season. That's my leg as of the beginning of October, only a few months after my surgery. I'm finally able to start progressing on my bike and riding easy trails again. Here I am learning how to pop a wheelie again. Looks like I still got it. The end.